This is my review of Alexander Family Buick GMC in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. This is my car, 2000 Oldsmobile Intrigue, and right now I have a problem with the AC losing vacuum at about 1,500 RPMs. I was recommended Alexander Family, as I was told they were very professional and very good at what they do. I called them, set up an appointment. That wasn't a problem. First day they called me back and they couldn't find the leak, and they asked for a detailed history about the car, which I proceeded to give them. I called them back a second time with even more history, and the next day I called them back. It's about 3 o'clock, and they haven't had anyone look at the car yet because of other priority jobs coming in. Okay, they told me they'd look at it within the half hour. They called me back about 3:45, and they informed me that we couldn't find the vacuum leak, but we found several other problems with your car, and we'll start fixing these other problems. And they quoted me $625 to start, and they can keep looking for the vacuum leak. So at that point, I of course proceeded to tell them, no, don't proceed with the repairs. I'm going to come down to get it. I am charged a service fee of $84.80, which I have no problem with, and I drive the car home. When I'm looking out the window of my house a little later in the evening, I notice they forgot to close the hood all the way. Now, this is just kind of a representation of what I encountered, and I decided it might be a good idea to pop the hood just to check everything out. So let's do that right now. And when I popped the hood, I noticed that they forgot to attach this engine cover correctly. In fact, they forgot to attach these bolts after they were done fixing my car. So I'm missing the bolts and the engine cover isn't attached correctly. To say the least, I'm not pleased. I have a call with the senior manager on duty that Friday night, and he basically informs me that he's not a car person, they have no mechanics in, no one will be in until Monday to look at it, and he and I have a pretty fierce argument about this. So there's a warning to anyone considering purchasing a vehicle from Alexander Family Buick GMC: no weekend service hours. So I'm informed that call back. The manager would talk to the service department on Monday, and they'd call me. So on Monday, Sean, the service manager, calls me, and over the weekend I was able to locate these bolts thanks to my grandfather. So I was able to continue using the car. I found temporary bolts. And Sean, the service manager, calls, and I bring it down. And the entire time I was dealing with Sean, he seemed to have a very lackadaisical attitude about these problems. He didn't seem to really care. So I described him the problems, and he's like, okay, we'll attach the bolts, and okay. So I proceed to ask for a refund of my $84.80 because I feel that I've received extremely poor service so far. And his reply is absolutely not, that we have provided these services to you already, finding these other problems, and there's nothing I can do for you. So they proceed to reattach the cover and put the original bolts back, and walk back, and he's like, yeah, we've washed your car for you, and we have given you 2 free oil changes, a $60 value. Now, after dealing with this car dealership, I would never take it back there to have the oil changed. He just seemed, he was very much accidents happen. Things happen like this, and he really didn't take it seriously that I drove home with basically the safety latch holding my hood down. And so I believe, summing up everything, if you're considering buying a new vehicle from them, from what I've heard, they are extremely good. I've heard several positive reviews. But if you're looking for service, I would strongly urge you to consider looking elsewhere, as I walked out with a very, very, very negative experience dealing with them. Thank you for viewing this video.